So how can you get paid twice from your business? So it's a very common case that people get into business, especially small to medium-sized business owners. They get their business off the ground, get it running to a certain stage, but they get to a point where they can't scale it any further because they are the bottleneck within the business. The company simply cannot grow any bigger for the simple reason that the business depends on the input of the owner, their time and their energy on a daily basis for the business to run smoothly, because it lacks systems, structures and a team. And I'll speak to this in just a moment. So how can you get paid twice from your business? Well, firstly, you get paid for running your business. So you receive a salary as the owner of the business. Now, the situation that you do not want to be in is where you've got a leverage ratio of 1-to-1. And what I mean by that is how hard you work and how many hours that you put into your business determines how much money the business makes and how much money you make. This is where most people end up, and I call this the self-employed trap, because ultimately it's just a glorified job that you own. Yes, it may be a limited company and it might have some staff in place. It might even be making a lot of money. But the reality is that if something happens to you, the business falls apart. So your first goal as the business owner should be to build your business with the end in mind. And this is where you get paid the second time from your business. So firstly, you get paid a salary as the owner of the business over the course of the years that you run it or that you own it. And secondly, you get paid when you sell your business. Now, this is the stage where most business owners don't get to, because ultimately their business is not a sellable asset. Why? Because it's a glorified job. Nobody wants to buy a company that's too heavily dependent on its owner. So regardless of what stage you're at, whether you're in the early stages of building your business, or maybe you're already at the stage where you're planning for your retirement, you need to ensure that your business is a sellable asset. And the earlier that you do this, the better. Because if you do this from the start, it means that if something happens to you, if you get injured, if you're in an accident, or if you simply just feel like taking more time off, you want to travel or whatever it may be, that you can. That just because you're not there working in the business every day doesn't mean your business falls apart. You've got good systems in place, you've got good structures in place, and you've got a team in place who can run your business for you. And just to touch on building a team, you need to make sure that when you build a team to run your business, that everything they do is backed by airtight, bulletproof systems, processes and structures. And the reason for that is to build your business in such a way that the systems run the business and the people run the systems. And a classic example of this is McDonald's. McDonald's produce fast food to the same standard and quality all across the globe. They don't need to hire in A players or highly qualified chefs to produce this product, okay? Because their systems and their processes are bulletproof, they are absolutely airtight. They don't need to hire in A players, these highly qualified chefs and people with high qualifications. They can hire in C players because they've got A grade systems in place. The systems are so bulletproof that if they lose a team member today, they can have them replaced tomorrow. So if you are an overworked, self-employed business owner and you're watching this video and you want to get your business to a stage where it has good structure in place, it has good systems in place, and it has a team in place that can run your business for you and without you, and ultimately build a sellable business. And I understand that some of you watching this have no intention of selling your business, but you do want that added security so that if something happens to you, that your income is not impacted, your business is not impacted, your family is not impacted. But there are some of you watching this who want to sell your business or exit your business for whatever reason. It might be retirement, it might be other reasons, and you realize that your business is not a sellable asset as it is right now because it's way too heavily dependent on you and it lacks structure, systems and a team. If this is you and you need some help with this, make sure to check out delegationbootcamp.com. You'll find a link for it on my channel here somewhere. And if you have specific questions or topics regarding delegation and building a business that can run without you and building a sellable business, drop your questions in the comments down below this video and I'll make sure to cover those points in future videos. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. I hope you found some value and I'll see you in the next one.